Hello everyone, Johnny Miner here, and today we are continuing to learn Japanese with Kirby's Adventure. Last time we continued and finished level 4 and started level 5. So today we'll continue level 5 and go from there. But first we have not one but two titles to check, because we got a high enough percentage for both of them. Good thing last time I checked and took a screenshot of the first one, because otherwise we would have missed it. And so we can start with that. This one, it's Yume no Tan Saku Nin. First and foremost, we have again Yume. We've already seen it before, also because it's literally in the title of this game. We can see it on this very screen, even though it's written in kanji. We studied its kanji in a previous episode. It means dream. Should be accented on the last syllable. But no, wait. I think actually on the... Okay, yes, on the last syllable. So I was correct and was about to double guess myself. Second guess myself. Being accented on the last syllable means that usually when we add a particle, then the particle would be low. The accent on a certain syllable means that the following one, it's the pitch, it's a pitch accent in Japanese. As a reminder, apart from the rule that the first syllable, if the first syllable is high, then the second one is always low. And if the first one is low, then the second one is high. But other than that, then it stays high until up to the syllable accented, and then after that one it falls, and so on the following one it's low. But there's an exception when it comes to particles, and it's the particle here, no, the possessive particle. As for specifically the words accented on the last syllable, they're treated in this case as if they were unaccented, and so the pitch remains high. So yume no, instead of, for example, if we added the particle, the topic particle wa written as ha, it would be yume wa. Just as a reminder, and to properly introduce this peculiarity of the particle no when it comes to the accent. Possessive particle, and so of dream, dreams. Again, the plural isn't specified. Usually there are some way to do so when we want to specifically, but otherwise a word in Japanese can be either in the singular or the plural. And so of dreams, let's say better in this case as in generic. And then we have Tan Saku Nin, It's a Chinese compound starting with tansaku. We'll check the accent, but it means search. Search, look up, hunt, research, exploration, investigation. And is, yes, as expected, because it's a Chinese compound and often they are this way, it's unaccented. But then we add nin, suffix, which means person, and so literally would be person who searches, and so searcher of dreams. We can check quickly. I take the physical dictionary to check where the accent is when adding the nin as a suffix. Okay, got the dictionary. As we have seen, a typical position is the accent on the last syllable of the word before the suffix. So, right before the suffix. But of course, there are exceptions. One of the most famous ones, for example, is go, which means language, and so added to the countries. Unfortunately, English is kind of an exception. We'll see it when the time comes. But for example, Nihon, the name for Japan, Nihongo, Japanese, Italia, Italia, Italy, Italiago, Italian, and all the words with go are unaccented. So it's when you know it, then it's easy to remember. Let's check nin. I was searching while saying that. Okay, unfortunately, it says that there are two patterns, either unaccented or the one before the suffix, and so before nin. I should check this note quickly to see. What it says. Okay, it simply depends on the person. So some pronounce it unaccented, others accented before the suffix. So honestly, you can go either way. And yes, simply it means searcher of dreams. We check its English localization. Wait, I think they might have... we'll check also the other one, because the one for the next percentage, the next title, as I feel that they've switched them, at least here on Kirby, or potentially even in-game, in the English version. We'll see. Okay, so we can open the game. Okay. Okay, no, there's I guess there's an additional one, because this is the one after that. Maybe they put that in another spot. Anyway, because I guess the one we've just seen would be Dream Hunter in English, but it's for the percentage between 50 and 59, which is this one. We'll see in a moment. And the localization for this one maybe they simply change it because technically this one isn't the same either. So potentially the English version went on its own. But of course, let's ignore it and simply focus now on the Japanese one. We have Chikara no sen shi. First we have Chikara, which means strength. Should be accented on the last syllable also. We'll check. Yes, accented on the last syllable. And so in this case would also be, by adding no, becomes unaccented. Chikara no, for the same rule I mentioned before, because of no. Strength, but as we have seen, also capability, ability. We've seen this very term used also for copy abilities. So could also be in that sense actually. But we'll see with the other part. Then we have senshi. We check the accent, but it means warrior. Well, technically, there are other words with sen, shi, other Chinese compounds, of course, just like this one. But in this context, it's most certainly the one. We have the first kanji, which would be the one for to fight, and then the one for man, a suffix for person. Well, first it was man, especially one who's well respected. Also for samurai, even though there's of course the term specifically for samurai. But as a suffix nowadays it's a person in a certain profession. But yes, in this case, of course, it's man of fighting, and so soldier, combatant. Even though there's a word, specific word for soldier, even better in general, warrior. So literally, it would be warrior of strength. But because of what I mentioned before about Chikara, could be also warrior of abilities, in reference to copy abilities. Unfortunately, there's no way for us to verify which one it is. Literally, it could simply be warrior of strength, as on, of course, a warrior that has strength implied. Okay, with that we can start level 5. Yogurt Yard. We'll watch again the animation since we have seen it last time, but a second time is nice. Kirby rolling down with the Maxing Tomato. Okay, first and foremost, we'll play the minigame again. Crane Fever. Let's see how it goes this time. Okay, hopefully it's good enough. I think last time we got only one big Kirby doll. Oh, wow, all that wobbling was worrying, but luckily it worked. Let's see if we can get also the second one. Okay. Was risky, but we got it, so we got 4 ups. Nice. Also because I think there were lives actually reset. So I think we got last time around 11 or so. But oh well, doesn't matter, luckily. We'll quickly check the museum. Last time we got a tornado and checked the description here, finally. This time we'll simply get it. I'll quickly show the description in case you want to stop the video and... well, of course, when it will be... when watching the VOD, if you want to check it again. Yes, we'll get Tornado. We might even get rid of it immediately, depending on what abilities we find here. But with that, we can start stage 2. I quickly check just... okay, perfect. Everything seems to be working properly. Okay, let's start stage 2. Let's see. Actually not, well, we actually want sword if I can make the enemy spawn again, yes. Because as we have seen, I think last time, sword is one of the few abilities you can use also underwater. Most you can't use underwater, you then use simply water to attack, of course, like this, because of course I missed it. I lost the ability, even though luckily it doesn't seem to matter. Here we have ball, actually. We've seen also this one. I quickly open this. Okay, so we can check, but yes, we tornado we saw last time, all previews in an earlier episode, and so yes, we simply have we show the description, but we can proceed. But yes, unfortunately, ball it's not the best ability. It's difficult to attack with it and not get damaged. You have to actually be bouncing at its best, so yeah, honestly not the best ability to have. much better spark, which we'll get. Okay, no. I tend to lose spark like that, not the first time. Okay, we get sword. I'm worried about those doors. Okay, no, actually. Because here... Maybe that one... I lost the ability now. I wonder how you get to those two doors. As a reminder, starting from level 3, world 3, buttons start... Okay, we actually got here. Good. Buttons start to show up. And you have to... Okay, you have to enter here for the 1-up. Okay, to know. And you have to press them to actually complete the level. Unlike the first 2 words. So we have to try to find those. Unfortunately, we've lost that. Okay. Of course, then Bonkers jumped, but okay, with the nut we can get finally Hammer defeated and get Hammer. Quite a useful and powerful ability. Powerful, of course. It's a hammer and it's quite strong. Useful because it can be used to unlock paths to the above mentioned buttons for completion. Okay. I actually want to quickly check if... No, please. Bye, hammer. Okay, we get that. Which we were inside there before. I want to quickly check if there's something on the other side, because... Okay, no. Completely forgot about... Not sure if we could actually see right there before, but oh well. Finished and hopefully also completed the stage. Let's see. Okay, perfect. When you finish the level, you put the flag. When you complete it, the door also changes color. Otherwise, it would have stayed like this. Okay, we can start stage 3. Yeah, as I mentioned, and we've seen it quite well last time, the further you get into the game, the less writings there are, and so it's we make way more progress now in the same episode. That's simply how it works. Okay, this is another room I quite remember well, not only because well, I did remember it also from when I played this game itself back in the day. But I remember it even better because I played it a lot quite recently because of the NES Championships a challenge. Okay, we actually do want not high jump, because of course then we get such a result. But yes, wheel seems overall better here, or better than a high jump for sure. Okay. Wonder if there's something. Nope, just the top of the stage. Okay. We have to be careful of the spikes as with description, which I forgot to show, but here it is. We've seen it before. Mentions spikes other than pits. Okay, this simply takes you back. Yeah, in this case, you can't actually use it. Yes, these 2 blocks were too suspicious, and yes, there's a door here. Okay, we want stone to get to hit these pegs and unlock these rewards. Of course, you have to be careful. Well, we could avoid the maxing tomato, but we still try. Yes, okay. Okay, this one was actually fine, but the other one was riskier, since it was a 1-up. Okay. Okay, now we do want... and of course I missed it. We did want parasol, as it would be nice for all these spikes. But oh well, we got through and still arrived at the end of the stage. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Okay, perfect. We've finished and completed stage 3. We have a new minigame, the usual minigame, Egg Catcher, but we unlocked it in this level, so word. Let's try it. Would be nice to get a perfect score, but honestly, if we get it high enough to get the more 1-ups, we lost. Yeah. Wanted to get too much and so didn't get enough, but still 5,000 points. Okay, we can see there that there's an arena, but we have to unlock it. Let's tackle stage 4. Ah yes, this is also one I played quite a lot of times in that in the NES Championship. I'll try, of course. Now I'm not going as fast as I did there, but we'll at least try doing it. Yeah, we want to keep, especially want to keep burning more than going fast in this case, because as we'll see, it's useful for a certain something coming up. Okay, let's... nope. Well, I still go through it. Yeah, it was for this 1-up. If we had still enough lives, enough hit points, we could have finished it that way by taking the hit, but unfortunately we didn't, so we used the 1-up we got there. Okay, let's stop here, since I'm not trying to go too fast in this case. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we don't have anything now, because we've already got it. So let's simply go there, goes that way, and then here, and then the door. That was the challenge. Actually, burning is not that bad here, but of course inhaling these enemies is still the best way to deal with them. pretty sure this one was also one of the challenges that game. Okay. Yeah, here they give you ball, but honestly, it's not the best. I'll get rid of it because it would lead to almost a certain death. Well, I still died in another way, but never mind that. Because of not particularly smart decision. Yeah, you want to be careful when nailing enemies above pits, because then you risk to fall and can't float if you have an enemy, of course. Okay, we'll get beam. Quickly show it. Ah, yes, this this not only I've noticed it again, but I did remember it. It's a door, camouflaged door behind the waterfall. Wonder that one up. And so yes, it was quite important to get the switch. And so unlocking the arena. But more importantly, completing the stage for 100% completion of this file. Not the game as a whole, I'll mention it as a preview here. Okay, you simply can nail it through there, the one up. Lost the copy abilities. Because there's a certain something that we won't play through during this series, but we'll check at least one of the associated writings with a site. I just say that. If you've played Kirby's Dreamland, the first Kirby game, and so the one before this, you might know what I'm referring to. You might guess it. Okay, actually got the top this time. Nice. Okay. Perfect. Okay, we got that. We do the arena. Of course, we have already seen it. We've studied also the kanji. Ah, yes, this is quite a useful one since it has bunkers and so hammer. Quite the important ability, as I mentioned before. Also, in this very episode. Yeah, if we want hammer, we can always go back here to get it. Okay, let's tackle stage 5. Another classic Kirby tune. Okay. Please, no, let's not lose hammer. Okay, we lost hammer. Let's get parasol instead, then. Of course, if needed, we'll. And not, it doesn't show up in this very level, we can go back to the arena to get it and be more careful this time. I don't think there was anything below, but in case we don't complete the stage as is, we know a potential spot to to investigate. Okay, we enter this castle. Okay, let's get not fire, want sword. Yes, thank you. Yes, I suspect that this is the setup for a mini-boss. Fire Lion. We haven't seen this mini-boss before. At least I don't think so. But unfortunately, it simply gives burning, not a new ability. Unlike other mini-bosses. And so yes, we simply got burning. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're back in the woods after that. Of course, immediately died with only one hit point. We're back in the woods. Yeah, this is the perfect setup for with these slopes. It's the perfect setup for laser. So not surprised that they gave it to us. And we finished the level. Let's see, perfect, again 1. The top. And so 1 up, and of course Kirby's dance. And we actually haven't completed the level. So we'll have to go back in. Let's see. I don't think we went here. Okay, we have these. So we actually wanted, let's hope we can go back in. Yes, perfect. We want, first and foremost, we'll get, we have to keep the fire enemy alive. But first, I want high jump. I could take it after, but then you'd have to be quick. Don't trust myself to be quick enough to do that. Okay, no, you actually have to also get then, because the enemy leaves otherwise. Okay. We do have to do it quickly by taking them in order. First fire. Then, well, of course, if I do take the other enemy, the star bouncing around is not the best, because then you risk of, apart from me being facing the other way in this case, but you risk getting it back, as again, we have also seen it before here. Well, we can see it now. The ability in the star has is the one you get if you also get absorb inhale an enemy. So yeah, we have to. Let's do it this way. Perfect. Okay, let's. Yeah, no, Kirby's inhaling is way too strong. So let's say we can. Let's do it actually like this. Perfect. Okay. Like this. Slightly too slow. Unfortunate. Yes, at least we have a strategy now. Because if I try this again, but yeah, no, this unfortunately it's too risky. Okay, let's do it like this, then like this, then quickly go here. Please, please. Barely again. If I were slightly more to the right, we would have got it. honestly, if the enemy barely left. Let's see. Yeah, this is too slow this way. So either we keep it and then get it right here. Perfect. Okay, this time we could be... Yes, we are gold. Perfect. And yes, we needed it. We bounced it, bounced right into the button, the switch. And so yes, we got it. So the level is completed. As we have seen before, we can now immediately leave, exit from the door, literally, by choosing the option in the menu that shows up when you have finished a stage. And yes, it stays completed, luckily. So we can play Quick Draw Kirby in Japanese. I've already seen, studied its kanji. Let's give it a try. Yeah, a little too slow for later. Way too slow. Wasn't ready at all. Though I was... yeah, this is more... I tend to go around 15. Slightly more, slightly less. Unless I anticipate it. Then I can get 12 or even lower, as we have seen once. Yeah, this time I went too quickly. Yeah. Should have tried again. But at least we defeated Bonkers and so got 1 up. Okay, with that we can tackle stage 6. At this point, most likely, well, we'll see. We could finish level 5 and then take our usual break. Okay, here we have some... well, we don't need high jump here. I'd like to get one of the... Okay, perfect. Wheel from them. So then you have, of course, to be careful about not falling. Although, to be honest, we actually didn't need it there. Here we need it, as it's a race. Well, actually, not strictly needed, but of course, we avoided getting hit. Then, of course, I get hit by the spikes instead, but oh well. To show that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this simply goes back. Perfect. Sometimes we've seen that that's usually the case, but not always. The door could lead somewhere else. Okay, here. Ah, yes, we wanted an ability that you can use in the water. Well, most likely, maybe I need a hammer specifically. Yeah, I think I need a hammer specifically for this. Because unfortunately it's underwater. So, yeah, and then you'd get there and could hit the button. Don't think another ability could be used here because it's underwater. So boy, you have to keep a hammer up to there. And yeah, that's where it becomes difficult. If needed, And funny enough, I think it's just to unlock again the Warp Star Station, but we'll do it, so let's go quickly to the arena. Get the hammer from Bonkers. If I'm wrong, then I check how you are supposed to get it, but let's give this a try at first. Honestly, it's also practice for other levels where I'm 100% sure that you have to keep a hammer, or at least in other Kirby games with these. With such requirements. Okay. Getting stuck there was a blessing in disguise, honestly. As we managed to get it. We have to be quick. Or honestly, let them fall. I'm worried more about the spikes, honestly, than the Rockies. Pretty sure they're called, those enemies are called Rocky. And of course we lost Hammer. I'll actually rewind, sorry, but we don't have that much time to lose. And honestly also because I could be wrong. If hammer isn't required there, then I'm simply wrong. We'll go back, look what you're supposed to do, and oh well, that's lost time because of that. But yes, simply because I got hit by an enemy there. No, thank you. We have a series to advance. Yeah, you needed to destroy these blocks, as we have seen. Word didn't do anything to them. And yes, then we can go here, push the button. We get also the 1-up, of course. And then we can leave. Did the whole song and dance of keeping Hammer up to that point on my own. And, could do it again here, but the show must go on, literally. The Warp Star Station, of course, which we've unlocked. And so we actually have the boss of level 5. So we'll tackle that. Heavy Mole, if I recall correctly, in English. Not sure in Japanese. Yeah, not only Heavy Mole can destroy these blocks, but also us. So we have to be careful, especially when it goes upwards, because then you can fall. When it goes down, not you don't have to worry as much. But yes, with that we have completed level 5. We get to see the cutscene for level 6, Orange Ocean. Okay. So, I'd say we can take our usual break now. And when we are back, we'll continue Kirby's Adventure. We'll start level 6. I'd like to keep Hammer, but I'm also worried about a certain something. Well, let's see if I can actually... Well, of course I'm going to lose it anyway if I do such a thing, because there's water here. If you drop your star there, ability... The star with the ability there, then you lose it. I'd like to go back. Well, we we pretend that we lost the hammer there, simply. Yes, we got a percentage high enough for another title. And we definitely, with the rest, would get at least another one, if not two. So, good thing I checked. We'll capture it here. And so yes, we'll now take our usual break. When we are back, we'll start our save file again, and so also level 6. See you in around 5 minutes. And we are back. So we can start again. Since I've already quit the game before and restarted it, we can check the title now instead of keeping it for next time. We have Zaいやのぶしょう. Okay. Just checking if everything was alright. First we have Zaya. Which would literally mean staying because Zai is it's a Chinese compound, of course. Means exist. Technically it's kunyomi, even though nowadays it's not used. It's aru, again to be as in to exist. Exist, and so also stay in Chinese. It's also used in Chinese, and it means at, literally staying at. Then we have ya. Ya is the Chinese reading, also read strictly in Japanese as no, but means plain field. Wild. By extension, lacking a political post. So Zaya is used for out of office, out of power, in opposition, but also unaffiliated in private practice. We see in what sense it is with the other term. Then of course we have the no possessive particle. In this case actually it's required by Zaya to make kind of an adjective. Technically it's still a noun, but simply takes the no to be attached to the following noun. Busho could technically have different meanings. In this case, I'd say it makes more sense for it to be either military commander or commanding officer. Well, technically Busho could also be indolence, laziness, sloth. But considering the meaning of the other word, it seems to be commander or officer, out of power, out of office. I wonder although it could be a wordplay with the Busho for indolence. Honestly, that's anyone's guess. Okay, let's see. Sorry. Okay. And with that we can continue with and actually start level 6. We'll watch the animation again. And we'll actually have to then go back to the title screen after I'd say 2 levels to check the new title, so that we don't risk losing it, because of course with all these unlock these buttons to actually complete the levels, the percentage increases more quickly than it used to in the starting words levels. Okay, here we have the mini boss, mid boss, rolling turtle. Thank you for... okay, you actually have to get it above water and then spit it back. Yeah, like... and actually you have to spit it back above water also. I wonder if I can... okay, you can also hit it with... I didn't remember it to be... of course you have to be careful, because otherwise this happens, but you can hit it with... by spitting water. Honestly, not sure if it's recommended to get this ability anyway, but at this point I want to at least defeat it once. We'll at least give it another try. Of course I have to be more careful than this. Perfect, when it jumps to throw the rock. But then you have to be careful like that, because of its high jumps. Okay, barely avoided it there. Okay. Be careful for slightly more, and then we can... yes, perfect spot. Thank you. First 1, 2 hits, perfect. Then we'll get it, but yes, throw. You get a throw, which is not particularly recommended in this stage. I'd say with all the water, yeah. Honestly, it's more there as an obstacle than anything else. Well, you can actually use it here to get the 1-up, but most likely that's it. But we did it. Curious if we actually want... there's all this burning... Okay, let's check this door. Okay, there's actually a room below this one. I wonder where. Here, there's nothing. At least, doesn't seem so. And honestly, it didn't look like there was much either down there, but I'll try to get... well, of course, if the spark enemy doesn't die on its own. Okay, when you get 2 enemies at the same time, you get a random ability, as we can see here. We got the needle here. So finally we got to see the copy ability roulette. Why? Why do you always die on your own? Yeah, they really want to not give us a spark. Which is of course the one we are looking for. because fire, in this case, it wouldn't work. Spark might not either, but I feel like this is yet again... Okay, if we have to destroy this, then I suspect it's simply yet again a hammer spot. If not, yeah, at this point I think it is, so we'll have to get a hammer and get back here. Oh boy. We'll do so after this stage, after dying also, seemingly. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, there. Luckily there's the water, at least you don't die. Really bad goal. Yeah, and of course it's actually finished but not completed, so we'll go back, as you can see here, Modoru. We'll get hammer again from the arena. Okay. Please hit once. Perfect. And so we got hammer and also our life back. Okay. Let's go forward, advance, Susumu, as we can see here. Okay. Let's go back in. We have to be careful not to lose a hammer. We'll try to do it legit, but of course I'm not above rewinding, simply because we don't want to lose too much time. Okay, let's see. Okay, perfect. As soon as I say it... Yeah, no, we'll get hammer back here. Okay, careful. Yeah, and as you can see, you can use also hammer here to get the 1-up. So it might also be... that can also be a clue to get hammer. Yeah, better above in this case. Yeah, perfect. So apart from that, I could have actually kept it this time. And yes, we needed a hammer, clearly. I should have taken also the items, at least the 1-up. And yes, the button, so we can unlock a museum. Interesting. Yeah, we'll go back in, get the 1-up, and then leave the stage. Yeah, funny enough, you can destroy also these blocks here, since they're the same. And yes, we can exit the stage. Let's check what this museum has. Okay, it has wheel. We'll avoid getting it for now. And keep hammer for now. If we can keep it, of course. Funny to see that frog above these frogs above the waterfall, even though you can't stand on it. Okay, here you actually wanted the wheel from the museum, I'm pretty sure. Or burning at most. To get that energy drink. Okay. Oh boy. get back a hammer for now. Honestly, we are about to lose it because we are about to lose a life. Okay, let's check this. Ah yes, good thing we had a hammer, or in this case you could have also used the stone to get another button. And so actually complete this level. We unlocked another arena. Okay. Yeah, now even if we lose a hammer, well, could have tried to get it back, but we'll get it back when needed. Also because at this point we might, I'd say we'll actually close for a second the game and then reopen it immediately to see if we have a percentage high enough to get another title. If not, then we are anyway close. UFO, but unfortunately, and I'm supposed to show it again, even though we have already seen it. But unfortunately, you get it only up to the end of the stage, but I guess it won't be that far away at this point, so unfortunately, we'll soon lose UFO automatically. Although that honestly, yes, that is the end of the stage, and so we would have lost UFO anyway here. Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, let's say since we don't even have an ability, we can quickly close and open it again and see what our percentage is currently. Yep. High enough to get another title, so we'll check it immediately. This time it's Nagare Boshi Sky. First we have a compound, a strictly Japanese one in this case. Well, it's as a whole strictly Japanese compound. But first we have Nagare Boshi from Nagareru, which means to flow. Check its accent. Okay, accented. To stream, to flow. And other extended meanings, but the fundamental one is to stream, to flow. On its own, then it's a ru-verb, ichidan verb, so we can drop the ru to make the continuative form of the verb. In this case, used to make then the compound. But Nagare also on its own, and luckily in this case it's accented on the final syllable, as it's the rule for nouns from accented verbs. Nagare means flow, stream, current, of course, as the noun. Other extended meanings related to that. Then we have Boshi, actually from Hoshi, usually. We've already seen it, unaccented. Funny enough, thanks to this, the very title of this game, because it's up there. It's the very first kanji of course, in this title as in hiragana instead, unlike in this title as per the title of honor, quote unquote, while in the game title it's in kanji. And of course, here it also has the voiced vowel, voiced consonant, and so we had the duck 10, because it's the second part of a compound of a strictly, and the word it's strictly Japanese, as we have often seen that happens when that's the case. Hoshi means star, and so literally it would be flowing star, and so actually shooting star is the word for shooting star. By the way, the accent of nagare boshi is on the final syllable of the first part of the compounds on re. Luckily, not only luckily, the accent of nagare on its own, as we have seen, but also most likely in this case could also be because that's often one of the position of the accent on such compounds. Then last but not least we have tsukai. Tsukai comes from tsukau. We have seen it before. It's the verb which means to use. Usually of a tool, a method, and so on. But by extension, also, of course, also of a person, and so on. And so also the meaning to employ. To use a person. And so then we can make it's a U verb, Kodan verb, so we can change the U into I to make the continuative form, and so the corresponding noun. While it can be used as such with the meaning usage, also by extension user, and so on. And it's often read as zukai with the duck 10, and so the zu from tsu with the duck 10, and is a suffix. In this case, notice that in this case we also don't have the duck 10. It's most likely in its other meaning, the one when used also as a noun on its own. Which means errand, mission, going on an errand. But also errand, boy, girl, it's not specified, messenger. Most likely because of the meaning to use a person as a messenger. By the way, since luckily it follows the rules, so tsukau unaccented, tsukai also unaccented. Unfortunately, we can check the accent of this whole compound, specific whole compound. I might say, I'll try to see if I can find the accent of other words with tsukai in our physical dictionary, which of course I kept after checking it before, even though I suspect that I won't find it here. Yeah, no, of course it's not here. Most likely, I'd say either on the before Tsukai or and so on the C, or on Tsu, the first syllable of Tsukai. I guess would be the former. But yes, then, so we can translate it, and it's a messenger of the shooting star. Shooting stars, better in English, plural as in general. Okay, we can continue. I've already seen twice the animation. Okay, we can, you can see there's actually you can go further down there, or at least it's not it's covered here. We'll see why when we unlock it, and we can tackle stage 3. Okay. Let's see. Well, didn't want to defeat the enemy there, but we defeated it. Oh well. Okay, we get the hammer here. I would be surprised if we didn't need it later in the level. We'll get it, of course. Perfect. Okay, we get it here. Let's try. Yes, you can. Yeah, with a hammer you can destroy that crate. And so get here instead of continuing by entering the door on the top right. On the top left. Okay, so you can hit that bomb block to get water in, and with that we should have also unlocked a door, I think. Actually, maybe it was yes, that's your clue. By making the bomb block explode, you make water enter the ship, and so it means that here there's actually a door where the water entered from where the bomb block was. And so yes, you can get that. Fortunately, I keep on missing the 1-up. I try to get it this time, but I like to not die. Give it another shot, but okay, barely got it. Perfect. Oh boy, we lost the hammer. Yeah, no, let's get the hammer back because I feel like I might need it. Let's see. Especially with all these enemies ready to make me lose it. In more sense than one. Okay. Okay. Nothing there, so we continue. Okay. Apparently there wasn't anything there. That's weird though. Ah, no, okay. You have to get a laser, because otherwise you can't lit the cannon there. Okay, now I can see it, and also after seeing it, then I also remembered it. But yeah, you can see that you can't use fire underwater. And so you have to hit use it from above, but fire doesn't work. Laser does, thanks to that slope. So we hit it and then get to the cannon. And good thing we did, because of course here's another button. And yes, we unlocked that, which is simply a mini game. Funny location, but we got it. Wonder. I think that here, but we'll check just to be sure. Ah no, okay. Here you simply go back out from there. Not sure what happened there. Wonder if here, nope. Simply get one up. Okay, simply the one up switches places. But I wonder how you get it then. By entering one of these, yes. Perfect. Okay, so we had these, which I feel could be where we have to go. Quickly check here. Yes, this was the door we didn't take before. I was simply curious if that were the case or not. Okay, let's see. Wonder if there's something. Nope. Well, to be fair, we already got the button, and so that's all that matters. Of course, then we die. If I recall correctly, there can't be more than one button in a level. But good thing that. Hope that's the case, because it would be confusing otherwise. Avoid the Waddle Dee. Okay, we'll take the Warp Star. Nice. So we arrive at this island. Almost you could think that could be a door, but nope, simply the sun, and of course then it's a reflection in the water. Cool effect. And with that, we've finished this stage. Yes, perfect, we got to the top. So we get a one up and our usual Kirby dance. And yes, the level is both finished and completed, as it we got the flag and also the door changed the color. So we can play the minigame again, Crane Fever. Let's see how it goes this time. Let's say too early. Fortunately. Okay, maybe it worked. Yes, it worked anyway. We have seen before that not always it works anyway. Yeah, like this. Yeah, in this case, nope. So we get only 2 ups. Okay. We can tackle stage 4. Hope we won't get a percentage too high and lose the next title. I think we were exactly at 70. so we hopefully will be fine. I wonder what's... no, I'd like to get at least a sword. Because again, of the whole water business. Sword along with hammer being... maybe only these two in this game. Being the only abilities that you can use also underwater. Okay, we unlock that. I see some water there. Okay, no, simply energy drink, which we gladly take. Since we are kinda low on health. Okay, there. I feel like we actually need... we can make... nope. We need beam, maybe. Though I feel that in this game it doesn't go low enough. But I could be wrong. Hopefully it's just 1-ups as we have seen. Yeah, 3 1-ups, which is unfortunate, but we can do without them. We check still if... okay, we get 1 at least. Yeah, my guess would be, of course, then I use sword, but luckily we can get it back here. Slow down. Of course, then I immediately lose it to a Gordo. Let's try to get it back legitimately. Especially since it's potentially not required by anything. So it's just me being too cautious. Here? Yes, there's a... okay. Didn't strictly remember this, but it looked suspicious, and yes, there was a hidden door, and of course, a button. So we unlock another minigame, nice. Do it after this stage, of course. Okay. There. We get hit by bomb. There's nothing there. Not sure how I survived there, but didn't take... or maybe I took the hit and didn't realize. But it would be weird. Okay. Parasol is recommended there, and that's why they give it to you there. Parasol, we have already seen, of course, quickly show it again. In case you want to check it again when you pause the vault. If someone pauses the vault. Okay. Yeah, Parasol is quite nice for these, otherwise you'd risk these with all these exploding coconuts. Of course not the last one because of the land above it, above where you go, above the door. Okay, so we unlock, we did this, we unlock the next stage. We'll first do the minigame. a catcher again. Try to get at least one up. Too early. Wanted to get too much, risk too much, and so we got even less than before, 1000 this time instead of 5. Yes, let's tackle stage 5. A nice stage. Funny enough, you wouldn't expect it from Orange Ocean, but there's a reason why. Take freeze for now. Yeah, freeze is quite nice for that, honestly. As soon as I say it, I fail to use it and get hit by Spark. Too early. Okay, let's get... barely didn't get Crash. Okay, let's get Maxine Tomato. Don't remember if here there's a... this wasn't a smart move. Yeah, you have to destroy the bomb, so you also defeat all these enemies with the water. But you can get sword here, which we'll try to get. Well, of course not if I do that. So honestly, maybe fire is used here. Is there an upcoming cannon or nope? It's not for... okay, yes. There actually is. Kind of remember it. If I recall correctly, it's actually a pain, this cannon, but again, like the previous one, but we'll try it. Especially because of all these enemies. And even more so if I haven't unlocked the bomb before. Yeah, the respawning enemies can be quite a pain. But at this point, let's get defeated. Open the bombs if they got locked again. Of course, I would need a fire enemy first and foremost. Okay, perfect. Then we'll unlock the bombs. Destroy the bomb blocks. So that the path is cleared, at least from those. Since of course enemies on the other hand respawn. Okay, perfect. Too slow. Either you jump more there or... oh boy. Think we'll soon die. Don't think we'll make it this try. Even more so with all these Pronto birds. Like that, we lost way too much time. Okay, but we got much closer this time. Then we, of course, die there. As you can see, then there's actually the end of the stage. So this is... we are literally at the end, but I suspect there's yet another button there. If there isn't, then it's unfortunate that we lost the time here, but I suspect that there's a button involved. Okay, flying there. The enemy. Honestly, fully flying might be hovering could be the answer if you are then quick enough when you fall, because getting hit is clearly has to be avoided. Do that. Let the enemy pass. Avoid this one, avoid this one. No, you actually have to jump. You have to make jumps instead. Easier said than done with all those enemies, but of course here you have to float inevitably. Yeah, you have to make a better jump there to avoid the Waddle Dee. Don't remember if in this game. Don't think so. The way we are getting fire here. Yeah, there's a reason why I did remember this cannon in particular. Because it is quite a pain. Okay, first, well, I'd like to keep my fire for later, of course. Well, we'll get it in a second. Let's unlock the bombs. Otherwise, we are not sure if beam also works, but at least I'm currently forgetting. Okay, here. Let's fly. Let's avoid that enemy. Here. Perfect. The jump. Quick. Ah, barely. Barely missed it. But yes, that's definitely the strat as long as you are quick enough. Now I don't have enough health, potentially. I will try it. Okay. Yeah, not too slow in this case. Let's actually wait. Definitely too slow. So we wait. Okay, we actually have to. Not sure if it would have got back on its own in this case, but yeah, too slow. We can actually test it like this. Nope. Here, it doesn't work like that, unlike later Kirby games. So we have to be careful about like what we'll do. Okay, here. Let's fly. Here, jump. Also, there's also the slowdown. Quickly. Perfect this time. And yes, there was a button. Putting just useless extras. Well, could be nice in the sense that you don't have then to do this anymore if you replay this game, but would be quite evil the first time. Okay. So that's funny enough. We opened we destroyed the bomb block by falling, because that counts as an attack. And yes, we can end the stage, and so we should have also completed it. Okay, we then have also stage 6. I'm getting more worried that might... well, let's play the mini game first and foremost. Quick draw. I'm worried about the percentage, but at this point, well, we could simply leave after this and check it. of course, if too slow in this case, also because I was kind of distracted. 3000. Yeah, quickly close the game and reopen it. Okay, no, we are actually still have the previous one. So most likely, when we tackle this stage, and I'm pretty sure after that there's the boss, we should be fine. So we go back there. But after that, most likely we'll actually have more or less to end the episode, but we'll see. First, let's tackle stage 6. Another stage. The Aurora Borealis. Beam. Another have... well, beam would have been fine, but... better get... okay, no. We want UFO clearly. But we lost it. I wonder if I lose the life here, if it spawns again. Nope. Okay, spawned there. Okay, perfect. Let's get UFO. Please, let's defeat, or thank you for exploding. As we definitely want a UFO. Quite a strong ability. There are a lot of UFOs, as you can see here in this very stage. Yes, quite a strong ability, and also a rare one usually, unlike here, where there are a lot of them. And unfortunately, it can be used only in stages where it's found, because then you lose it. You can take it elsewhere, unfortunately. Okay, we have 2 rooms. Okay, I think it's simply mini bosses. We might need... and funny enough... okay. Well, sorry, but I'm getting it back. Because it was... but yes, funny enough, UFO is another ability that can be used underwater, but usually you wouldn't see it. Because it's so rare. You don't want the star because it gets stuck, but the laser and the beam are fine. Also the fully charged one. Okay, no, the fully charged one at least goes slightly further, even in water. Funny. Not sure I've ever seen that before. Okay, let's go here. Okay, we have Meta Knight's minions. Unfortunately, UFO isn't the best for these. Well, still more useful than other abilities, since you can fly and then, of course, charge the attacks to actually defeat them relatively easily. So we can keep UFO, good thing, we can. And there's actually the end of the stage. Not sure if we missed something, we'll see. Okay. 5,000 instead of, unfortunately. Yeah, we actually missed something. And of course it would, we most certainly unlock the Warp Star Station again. I don't remember here. Maybe in the UFO section. Okay, no, there's actually a secret here. But we might need to get the UFO, then to destroy those blocks. Good thing I checked, first and foremost. There is one of the UFOs. Hello? Okay, now they aren't showing, of course, because... Well, we'll actually exit if that's the case. If needed, I'll go get a hammer again. Honestly, it's weird that all the UFOs don't show up. Let's try to die and see if that does something. Nope, no UFOs. So let's actually see a certain thing. Let's see what enemies, what mini bosses are up here. Okay, simply Poppy Bros. Hoped, of course, for bonkers here, but had the suspicion. Also because it was a double enemy, like the Frosties below. At least we've checked these. Actually get eyes, funny enough, with the copyability roulette. Get these. But yeah, since for some reason the UFOs don't show anymore, we actually leave. I try to get hammer. Let's say we can go. Yeah, no, the quickest one is. Don't remember was a hammer also here in this arena? Nope. This one is Burning Lion. I'm not sure we've even tackled this arena, so we'll actually do it quickly. But yeah, with this we'll try to get the button in that stage to complete it. Then we'll defeat the boss of level 6. We should have enough time, even though we might slightly go beyond our usual hour, to do at least that, so that next time we can start level 7. I hope at least that hammer can destroy those blocks, but wonder if also burning, but in this game I'm not too sure. If it were a certain other Kirby game, yes, but not sure this one, so let's take a hammer. Otherwise we'll try burning. Go forward, Susumu. Okay, let's please not lose a hammer immediately. Of course, as soon as I say it. But luckily we got it back. All these enemies here. Good thing in this case that copy abilities from stars come first. Have priority. Okay, let's see. If okay, perfect. Hammer works. I wonder if burning also works, but oh well. something to try another time in another. Okay, with that we can leave from the door, exit from the door literally, so we've unlocked the warp star station as usual, of course. And we have the boss of level 6, which is actually Meta Knight, so we get sword. Meta Knight's debut, the Kirby series. Well, we have seen Meta Knight also in the stages. We can see here that it's a Kirby, or at least the same species as a Kirby. And we get another piece of Star Rod, the Kirby Dance Clear at the bottom. And so we are at Rainbow Resort. Get the cutscene, nice. And this is a good spot to mention, also because at this point it doesn't make sense to start Rainbow Resort level 6, level 7 Rainbow Resort at this point. We'll end the stream soon, but it's worth mentioning. Have you noticed the names of the levels, which all have a letter, two words with a letter that gets repeated. Here, Rainbow Resort. First, before we had level 6 Orange Ocean. Then we had previously we had Yogurt Yard. Pay attention to the letters R, O, Y. If we continue, we then have B. Pretty sure. SP of wait, no, we had G, then B, of course, I, and last but not least V, because yes, these are starting from level 7 and going backwards. The letters are the starting letters are also the starting letters of the colors of the rainbow in order. Every time Kirby wins, it's a happy day. Yes, it is. And so red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And a really nice detail is that we'll see it again, at least with level 7, when we see the animation again. The color of the border around the cutscene is the color of that specific level, and so in our case we'll see that it's red. Okay, so next time we'll actually start Rainbow Resort and see what I just mentioned by watching the cutscene again. We'll quickly exit, re-enter, and see if, yes, perfect. Luckily the percentage is high enough to get the next title, but not too high, and so we didn't miss this one. We'll have to, of course, then stop around after a couple of levels, or maybe 3, in the middle of the next level to see the other title. But that will be next time. So next time we start with the title, and then actually start level 7. next time, which should be Friday as usual, if unless plans change. And we might even finish Kirby's adventure. We'll see next time. If we do, then of course we'll then start a new series after that. Okay. See you next time.